Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Gaming to the Max and part 18 of our Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich, the German Empire. So, in the last episode, we did manage to capitulate the Third International with our capitulation of the Commune of France. We did get all of our territories down here in Africa as well when we capitulated the French Republic. I did it this way, where I broke them all up, because if I would have gave Middle Africa all of these territories, it would have, destroyed their stability. So I figured that it was the best idea for us to form them up into all these small puppets. We'll see later on if that was the right answer or not. As well as we got some territory in the West Indies, or the West Indies Federation there, and that caused us to go to war with the Union of Socialist American States. We have a few units up here in the north, which were our Bulgarian units, and I think this is a Costa Rican unit. Anyway, we got these troops. They were sent over here when we defeated the Central American Republic, which they have a kind of small army. I thought they had some more manpower, but they don't. That was right. Mexico does have a lot of manpower, though, at 1 million. So what we'll do there is come over here, go to Mexico, copy that, train 5 of those guys. Then I also want to train do a couple of motorized, and let's actually design come through here and replace all of these mechanized or motorized with mechanized. Let's add kind of wish I had something a little bit better. We could do motorized and then a maintenance company. See how those guys do. They might not be that great. Yeah, we'll just call them motorized infantry or mechanized divisions. Now I'm curious. I don't want to actually switch over. Oh, yeah, duplicate. There we go. Train a couple of you all up. Which don't have enough mechanized, so we won't. And I want a couple more panzer groups. And while we're at it, let's come into here. Do I not have rocket artillery researched? No, I do. Production, is it over here? There it is. We'll have them start cranking out some rocket artillery. Motorized rocket artillery. And let's get anyway, we'll work on that medium truck here in a second. We do have some units getting attacked down here in the Caribbean Sea. We're trying to fight back some of these submarines that they got going. Let me actually, while I'm thinking about it, we have this huge task force over here. Give you more submarines. Form you guys under Willie here. Do convoy escort. through the channel and everything. The U.S. has a huge navy. So let's start up. We'll change up our production on our medium tanks. And I also want to change you all from... Once we get these units over, I'll change these guys over from convoy rating to strike force. Now, Morocco. Join us, and Spain join us. Trying to join them up against the Algerian there, so they can move some units. Alright, decisions. Global stats, escort efficiency, so next, that'd be fine. Outdated productions, that ship, that's fine. Decisions. Let's do what? Solidify control. Do some of those. Get rid of all those there. Hopefully Spain will move some units over down here against the Algerian Republic. It might not, though. There's the fall of Moscow. Move some troops in there. Try to hold the Moscow down. That one unit does not seem like it'll be able to hold. It held. Never mind. Smack me. We are pushing them back out of the Kingdom of Finland. We did retake Helsinki. Guinea has capitulated. Yeah, that's alright. Do need to look into building up a supply hub here and here. Okay, yeah, those aren't supplied, so let's get these up. And then I also want to come over here to you guys. Build better naval bases. Better naval bases. That is so that when our fleet is operating over here, we have good spots to put our fleet down. And I need to train some marine units up. 16 is alright. And then once you all get in here, you all start training. They lost so much experience coming across. Let's do better anti-tank. Keep going with that. Go war on Chad. They're mostly on our African puppets over here. Of course, like Mali, none of these guys have any type of troops to be built. Mali probably has the best. But there's the Enigma machine done. Do that light there. We did sunk some submarines. Wales and Scotland are going. It's like a naval invasion in Madagascar by the Empire of Japan. Let me see. Middle Africa, you're already at war. Can I call you to war against the American Union States? Maybe. Do better breakthrough for our mechanized. need to make some better tanks here in a minute. Now you all take yourselves off that line. We'll do this.
Suchen Deckung.
Move you all here. Or to like, give me back. There we go. We'll do that. And I also want to see this built here for some supplies. Get you built up. And you built up. Alright, that's good. Code 1 Molly. Can't do that yet. Armor. We can do. Can't do the modern tank chassis yet. Let's do better armor. So we lost some submarines there. It's alright. The Kyle Friedrich. Let's see. Let's move you all. With Herman Hoth. Or I can probably just delete you because you don't seem to be working. It doesn't matter. Let's see. Keep going. Gunther Henrique falls ill. Alright. The Baltic troops retook Petrograd and they're now advancing this way. They can break that pocket there. Advanced light cruisers. I should probably take some of you all off them convoys there. Let's also start producing advanced light ships as well. Oh, oops. There we go. Ah, that's better. Pushing these boys back. Code 1 Singambe. Knock some more submarines out there. Oh yeah, let's see. I'll take you all. Strike force. Right there. Get rid of these ones. Yeah, that's good for me. Yeah, then you all do there. Right, and then my scout fleet. Probably not there or there, but I want you to patrol. There we go. And yeah, those Marines will come down here to Cuba when able to. Trying to get these boats repaired. It's taking a little bit. Get you all training down here. Most definitely need it. Everybody is green. Max speed and agility for our fighters. Put it on the Ivory Coast. It's a GNC, West Indians. Actually, let me see. Can I call you all? We gotta knock out the Russians. Yeah, with Moscow falling, we're pushing through them pretty strong right there. Getting some from there. Let's move you up as well. Yeah, leaves us with enough. Civilian factory, civilian factory. These troops here need to just be defeated, destroyed. Mali capitulated. Yeah, I'd say most of my African territories will fall. Not a whole lot I can do with the army I have right now. Sunk a bunch of submarines there. They have 70 submarines. Shoo. I need you all to push aggressively.
Angetreten.
By that's 19 submarines there. Mostly my infantry, I think, that took the worst hitting from all of that. We researched rocket engines, jet turbines. We've got enough trucks, we've got enough trains. Got plenty enough convoys. Let's see. There's a naval invasion by the Japanese against Iran, but that failed miserably. Volta has capitulated. Yeah, I'd say all of my African territories will capitulate here. Not Middle Africa, but all the other ones. South Africa's trying to fight. The Soldatentag, Hill dem Kaiserreich, +5 political power. That's come up a lot throughout the series, so some more submarines there. Let's play war in Kenya. A part of me kinda wishes I would have gave that territory over to Middle Africa, but I didn't want to destabilize them that much. Coach capitulated. Let's do the development of affordable communities. And of course the Aegean Seas. Yeah, they took Crete from us. Got a little lag spike there. Keep pushing through these Indian territories. Heading for Kazan.
Bereit.
Let's see, lost a convoy, sunk another submarine. Not doing too bad. And these guys are in need of supplies, which put war on Wales. So we're building you up.
Achtung.
You're still green. Still got some green ones. Alright, the legacy of Connell Rebellion. After more than 3 decades, one of Germany's most ambitious and controversial building projects has finally reached its completion. With the last connective piece between Aller and Elbe finished, the Mittelland Canal, Europe's largest artificial inland waterway connection, is open for traffic. Shiploads with coal and iron in the Ruhr can now reach the industrial centers in Hanover, Brunswick, Brandenburg, and Saxony without large detours via the North Sea, and even have access to the faraway markets in East Elbia. Even though most of the public, including the conservatives, rejoiced with the completion of this prestige project, this most certainly wasn't always the case. Back in 1899, when the construction's efforts were initiated by Kaiser Wilhelm II himself, the canal was harshly opposed by the East Elbian Junker elite, who feared that a connection between the Rhine and Elbe would flood rural Prussia with cheap imported grain. Resistance by the DKP and the Agrarian League and the Prussian Landtag was so overwhelming that the Kaiser had to drop his ambitious plans for the time being. The resistance of these so-called canal rebels, or Canal Rebellion, was one of the first precedents of conservative opposition to the plan of the Kaiser and the government. But now, of course, all these particulars hardcore protectionists have long passed away and have been replaced by a generation of younger, much or more compromising conservatives. But nonetheless, it is interesting to see how drastically the stance of a selected political party on a certain topic can change over time. Adern Zetten under Sitten. Gain base stability plus 1%. Very nice. Get these better submarines. Let's do commission creation of the Ersatz Coca-Cola. Save up our political power for a little bit more. Alright, we're pushing them back. Oh well. Third one in Morocco.
Bereit. Ausrücken. Befehle. Ausrücken.
These are some Albanian troops. Hoping that this opens up. Alright. Let's get that modern engine. Zortine is under threat, not under attack, but under threat. Let's see here. Supply is being moved up. Very good. Let's see, has any other naval invasion happened anywhere? No. We will defeat you though. Figured Morocco would have enough troops there, but I guess not. They declared war on Ireland, and Niger has capitulated. None of this is especially good. That's advanced shells. This gives us 5% more piercing for our medium tanks. Very nice. We do need to build better medium tanks here soon. Iran, let's see. I wonder where you're at. You're at total war participation. Right, only 26. Come on, keep fighting back the Russians.
Bereit. Angetreten.
Offer peace to Russia. As our soldiers continue to mount gains in the growing war against the Russian bear, calls for peace have only become louder. The Russian invaders are quickly losing ground and have already lost many of their major cities and industrial centers, making a counterattack unlikely. Reports of desertions and even mutinies on the side of our enemy have seemingly become more and more commonplace, and many predict that a full collapse of the Russian army, if it has not already happened, is inevitable. While leadership in Moscow have previously vowed that they would not seek a conditional surrender with Germany, this now seems to be in doubt. It is now up to us. Do we seek terms with Russia? Through a negotiated peace, will be able to thoroughly dismantle Russian power through breaking off the territories our allies claim, subject them to humiliating economic treaties, and greatly limit the size of their army. Many claim that it will not be enough, but an outright occupation of Russia is not desirable either. It seems that the peace will be the best way to secure Germany's hegemony on the continent and completely neuter Russian aggression for decades to come. We can wipe peace with them, or we can say, no, we're going to take it. Man, it hurts our war support quite a bit. I'm going to say no. I want, if we wipe peace, Russia stays their own territory. If I get to take them as a puppet, then I can use them against the co-prosperity sphere, and that's pretty much it. But the co-prosperity sphere. So lose 10% war support, but we'll seek nothing but an unconditional surrender. They declared war first. I didn't think they would. They did. They get to die from it.
Achtung.
We got supply up there.
Bereit. Angetreten.
Make mincemeat out of these
Ausrücken.
troops here. They declared war on Norway. The occupation requires more resources. Our occupation of our syndicalist enemies continues. As it turned out, we underestimated the amounts of resources and men that such a colossal project would require. Unexpected losses due to the non-cooperative of the inhabitants or non-cooperation of the inhabitants and instances of corruption have drained our supplies as well. Rather than aid from collaborators or more than aid from collaborators and local industries can make up, so reinforcements will have to be directed to the west. Understandably, this is not helping the occupation's unpopularity back home. Perhaps we should start searching for ways to withdraw. Lose 1,000 manpower. France and England gain 600. Lose 10 political power and gain base war support negative 2%. Research. Better anti-air, even though we have enough. That's anti-tank.
Achtung.
This is going to be a huge encirclement.
Achtung.
Take that territory. Alright. I want to see how many troops did we just kill. 8,000. Not a crazy amount, but 8,000 is better than nothing. The fall of Yekaterinburg. Nestled on the eastern side of the end this could be the end of the Russians. What are they at? 76%. Keep pushing, boys. Oh,
Bereit.
did not realize that you all were only that far apart, so let's split you all up.
Angetreten.
You all with your mountaineer divisions.
Angetreten. Ausrücken.
Try to come south as quick as possible. They still have a long time. Not a long time, but more time than what's necessary. Oh yeah. We gotta put you all out. When applicable. Mexico is starting to make their own divisions. Sierra Leone. Purge the leftists. Let me send you some rifles. Right, let me see. Stockpile. You most definitely need some rifles, so. Send material support. Send you 10,000 of those. Offer you 400 convoys. You can have 750 of those. I didn't even see. Oh, those are your trucks. You can have them back. And I think that'll be all right. Trucks, convoys, rifles. All right, there you go. You all don't know. Oh, you are getting bombed. Let's see. We'll add some improved light fighters for you. We're close to being all good. Some more submarines. Keep going. Oh yeah, the Russians are just losing ground. Serbia capitulated. Ah, that's Sweden did a big naval invasion up here. That's what we're seeing.
Achtung.
Your forces need to do that. There we go. You want me to send, or they want to send me some, what, medium tanks? Recognized. Thank you. Let's see, Murmansk. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Havana. We don't have to worry about that anymore either. Or that one, but let's build some more military factories. Some more civilian factories. Put 6 there. 6 there. Put 5 there. There. Alright.
Befehle. Angetreten.
We'll delete you.
Befehle.
Put you under that gentleman there.
Angetreten.
And I don't think I have any more field marshals. I don't.
Angetreten.
But it doesn't actually matter. So you sunk some more submarines. Building more. That's what I was afraid of. Alright.
Achtung.
You all, I think most of you are close enough.
Achtung.
Send you all north. Let's go. Oh, and turn
Angetreten.
training off. If you all start intercepting down here, knocking out these bombers. Some big boy bombers. Then let's put some Cass up here. Finish out the infrastructure there. Oh, our Navy did go and meet their Navy. So we lost 1 heavy cruiser, 3 destroyers, 9 submarines, sunk 29 destroyers, and 2 battleships, the USS Pennsylvania and the USS Arkansas. My golly, boys. Which one is the pride of the fleet? The Westfalen. 16 enemy ships sunk, 33 assisted. You all are some beasts. These troops might take a while to get north, which is alright. So we're continuing to push. Sardinia has not fallen, but it is about to. Sardinia is well, it's now Volgograd if I'm not mistaken, but that's actually Stalingrad during World War II. They declared well on Belarus.
Achtung!
About what's happening in India, how are we doing? Lost that tile there. Push back up here. It's not very good. I'll just wait. See, Spain, did you not? You didn't join it, I don't think. Those units are moving as quick as we can. Oh, and immediately getting attacked.
Angetreten!
That's a slight bit annoying. That's a bunch of building slots. We'll take those. That tank's going to take a few minutes to get up there. The war on Poland.
Befehle! Angetreten! Angetreten! Achtung! Ausrücken! Ausrücken! Befehle! Achtung!
Try to get around, knock out San Antonio. Lost 10 submarines there. Where is our battleships at? Where are you guys at? Mate gun. Oh, down here. See, I kind of want you all to be maybe out of Havana. Oh, yeah.
Ausrücken! Befehle!
Go, my boys, go.
Achtung! Ausrücken! Bereit!
And then you all can aim up towards like Sacramento and stuff. You can fall under his army. declared war against Italy. Alright. Rupert's. Did take Casablanca back, or away from us.
Angetreten. Angetreten.
Alright, Italy doesn't have any units. I forgot to. No. Send. Have all of that. I wish I could do by like how much I have of something. I know I have a bunch. Have those. You have like 10,000 of these. And you have all of those. There you go. How about you? I think Russia should be out of the war soon. Yeah, 89%.
Achtung. Ausrücken. Ausrücken.
Can't do that. Well, let's just research the modern tank chassis. I hope the Russians regret this. And let's make sure what. Oh, you guys aren't in part of the Chinese United Front? Oh, yeah, you are. Ask for military access. Ask for military access. Perfect. Once we knock out the Russians, I'll just move my troops to fight in China. For Lithuania.
Achtung.
Oh yeah, Spain's technically not in the war. Knocked out some more.
Bereit.
Arts Coca-Cola. The beginning of the American Civil War has made the acquisition of Coca-Cola syrup difficult. Trade with the United States, or what is left of it, has effectively ceased. This has put Coca-Cola Deutschland, the company's rapidly growing subsidiary in the German Empire, in a difficult position, and the entire nation is sure to feel the squeeze as well, as the dark carbonated drink is used not just for civilian consumption, but also as medicine, such as for wounded soldiers. In response, the subsidiary decided to figure out an alternative using ingredients which are only available domestically: fruit juice, sugar beet sugar, and whey. This resulted in a sweet, fruit-flavored drink of an orange color. After a brainstorming session, the company's salesman stumbled upon Fratese, or imagination, after one of the company's employees, Max Keith, demanded them to use their imagination. The drink was a success, especially thanks to the marketing, which described it as a local and patriotic alternative to existing imported soft drinks. According to a rumor, Coca-Cola Deutschland even sent a box of Fantasia to the royal family and received a positive response. Plus 2% stability. That's kind of the story behind Fanta, by the way. We sunk 9 Russian destroyers in the Caribbean Sea. I like it, I like it, I like it. Thought we built... There we go. Should be finished relatively quickly. Lost a bunch more submarines. That's alright. It's a bunch of civilian factories. We'll hold off. We'll wait for our political power to kind of gain some ground.
Bereit. Ausrücken. Angetreten.
And we sunk the Russian pride of the fleet, their battleship, the Gungut. Gungut? I don't know how you pronunciate that, to be 100% honest with you. Costa Rica. Oh, you're social. Got a loyal military. Should remove political instability. Alright. Poland wants to send me some equipment. Probably that mechanized. So yeah, I know we don't need nearly that much support equipment. So I'm not mistaken, our support equipment's ridiculously high, like 30,000. So we put a war on Ukraine. And I'm actually going to put you guys to start converting some of that old equipment into that. And then let's do the best there. We have plenty enough, we can just start to switch that over. Let's see.
Achtung. Bereit. Bereit. Ausrücken.
Start punishing these troops here.
Bereit. Angetreten. Achtung.
Exactly what we didn't want to happen.
Angetreten. Rückzug.
Actually, construction. There we go. Russians haven't given up yet. I think we're about to make them. Let's do this, gain that stability. It's only 28 days. And we don't hire anybody because we have hired everybody we could. Choice of agenda. Makes everybody build better. Construction speed and factory output. Let's do the enact financial injection. Let's do the director of the enlargement. Sunk some submarines. There's a big old pocket up there. Not massive, but big enough. Mauritania has capitulated. Yeah.
Angetreten.
Figuring a majority of these tiles will.
Bereit.
German military administration in France wants to join. Modern submarines. Let's Let's get those snorkels. I forgot to research those. Like a big dummy.
Achtung! Ausrücken! Achtung! Ausrücken!
Defeat those couple of American units. Torpedo attack. Oh, oops. Oh. I think the Russians have capitulated. Game froze. Game froze. There it goes. Great news. Alright. We have 13,000. Ukraine has a bunch too. First of all, we'll take Greece. You might be like, why does it matter? Meh, doesn't really. Take their boats as well. We can liberate the Mountain Republic. Where is that at? Oh, right here. That's the Mountain Republic. No. Claims the Baltic states have claims there. We'll have claims there. That's fine. Let's see. Alright, that's all I can take right now. You don't have claims there. Alright. Smolensk. You've taken that territory. You've taken all the territory you've wanted, right? Novgorod. Yeah, whoever wants Serbia can have Serbia. I don't really care about that. I just hope no one fights me over some of this territory. Can I take everything? No. I hope this does not become a administrative zone again. That'd be horrible. Iran, did you have any of these territories? I guess not. I know they had Afghanistan and they conquered Afghanistan, so to have the Russians as a puppet's gonna be great. Curious if well, I just get to take the oil, so it doesn't really matter. How much political power? Not political power. Whatever this is called. I think that is the entirety. Let's see. Submit demands. That is the entirety. And Serbia. Ukraine's taking everything? Except for Kosovo. Why would Ukraine take that? Give state. Oh, they're giving the state to Austria. I see. Alright, and then we'll just take Kosovo because no one actually wants it. Maybe Albania does, but... Come on, Ukraine. I think that's everything, though. Don't want to liberate nothing. Alright, yep, that's all. So we'll confirm an exit. Okay. Starts to wind down. Immediately pause. Yes. Alright. So you two rush over to here. And then you over to here. And am I forgetting somebody else? No. Alright. Let's get some time to play. It's infantry equipment max speed, but production cost. That's alright. Unread naval fight. We lost some submarines. That's alright.
Angetreten. Achtung. Ausrücken.
Let's go through here. We take all of this
Bereit.
Spanish territory.
Ausrücken.
Have you do that. There we go. Alright, a formal request from the Belarusian People's Republic. With peace settled and our European hegemony more secure than ever, our loyal ally on what was once the eastern front of Middle Europa was usually called White Ruthenia has made a formal request through their embassy in Berlin. For most of the interwar period, the Belarusians have been dependent on our protection and economic power to rise itself from the backwater to a nation, as they claim, equal to the rest of Europe. With their eastern claim secured and the Russian threat all but destroyed, the Belarusian ambassador believes that a new relationship between our nations should be considered, specifically one between two free nations rather than a protectorate and a vassal. In short, the Belarusian government is hoping to attain full independence within the Reichspakt in Middle Europa, ending their unofficial status as a puppet state of the German Empire. As a reward for their loyalty throughout this bloody conflict, as there is no reason for the Belarusian People's Republic to break away from the Reichspakt with their loyalty thoroughly proven, there really is no reason for us to maintain a leash on them, and it would make them even more grateful for our role in their liberation. On the other hand, hardliners that have the Kaiser's ear are livid that they have the gall to make such a proposition in the first place, as their very existence is due to German goodwill. I mean, they did fight hard, and they did hold the line for a very long time when we didn't have as much units over here as we could have. So very well, Ludendorff would be happy to see this moment. We'll remove our puppet, and they get independence. Now our troops should be moving, and then I'll have to, hopefully here in a second, get to come over here. Yeah, there it is. Fate of Kosovo. We'll just give it to Albania. The fate of Greece will liberate the Kingdom of Greece. So now we should have a nice little Kingdom of Greece down here, except for Crete because it's taken right now. And then the fate of Russia. We can liberate the core Russian lands. We'll liberate Russia with all of her lands, or we'll liberate Siberia. We'll just liberate them all. All right, so we're back. So yeah, it did crash. The game crashed like 7 times. So I just had to keep reloading and trying again, reloading, trying again. So now we have Russia under Pavlov Bermondt-Avalve. I don't know how you say his last name. They can still do some of this. To defend democracy. But they are still now they are a puppet of ours, so that is good for us. And we then still own some territories. They're not at war, I don't think, just yet. They might be. No, it does not look like they are in the war just yet, which is fine. I don't really want them to be. We'll start breaking Tokyo's ciphers. But yes, we finally capitulated the Russians. Now, it says return Albanian lands. I don't think we... I don't know where I'm at. I don't think we had any Albanian lands. Alcoster, which are Albanian cores. That's fine. And then Iranian lands. Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I don't think I had any, so that's why I was like... Now we do have some territory left over. Right down here. So we have the North Caucasus region, Karelia, and Avash. This is Karelia here, I think. Yeah, we'll just give it to Finland. The North Caucasus regions. So right down here. We'll bring out the Mountain Republic. That's fine. And then Alash. We can liberate Alash Orda. Or just give it to Russia. We'll just give it to Russia. It doesn't matter. Hopefully without a second crash. There it goes. There we go. Oh man, I was a little bit nervous there, but yeah, we did crash a couple of times, which hey, that's fine. Hearts of Iron 4 is known for crashing when it's got very, very large capitulations like that. So I'm not actually mad about that.
All right.
Just part of the game.
Achtung.
Alright, we'll start fighting there. We're doing incredibly well.
Achtung.
Up here. Oh yeah, and with that, we'll just call all to everybody. Maybe they'll start to, there we go. The fall of Russia. Not long ago, Russia was the zenith of their power, fueled by revanchist sentiment, and the Moscow Accords posed one of the most credible threats to the German world order. Someone as far as to say that in a few years, Russia would poise to take Germany's place as world hegemon. However, its current war effort has proven to be disastrous, with several major cities fallen. The situation has reached the point where the Russian government can no longer offer serious resistance to its enemies and has begun to seek peace terms. Once more, the German spirit prevails. I think I just actually bring Russia into the war, which I kind of was hoping not to. But you guys still have 9 million manpower. Phew. And we will send material support. I gotta find all of y'all's equipment. That. Which now that I think about it, you all didn't have very much equipment left. That's not it. We might just give them some communist rifles. I do kind of wish they would let me, like, in storage search kind of what we've got going on by, like, quantities. See these Middle African rifles, some of these Bulgarian rifles. I thought I had a bunch of Russian equipment that we gained, but I guess we really didn't gain anything from them. Here's some super old Spanish rifles. And I think that's about. We'll send you these. And we'll send you like 6,000 of these. You all. Let's see, your army. You have some manpower left. Actually, you know what? Congratulations. You'll get equipment from us too. I know everybody's been saying, send equipment to them, send equipment to them. We'll send you 7,500. And we'll send you the rest of you. I'll send you 4,000 of those. There we go. Victory in Europe. End of the Second Weltkrieg. After a long and grueling conflict, our armies returned victorious, having forced all of our enemies in Europe to kneel. There may be some resistance among the stragglers and the minor powers who foolishly chose to join the forces with the Russians or the Syndicalists, as well as at sea, but they are no longer a threat to our supremacy. In the First Weltkrieg, we imposed harsh terms upon the Russians and the French in order to make sure that they never rise to challenge us again. It appears that they were not enough. We shall not repeat our mistakes a second time. A German occupation and a compliant puppet regime will dismantle the military industry of those states and exploit them to the point of harmlessness. Our hegemony shall never be challenged again. A Pax Germanica descended upon Europe, a peace enforced for decades by German arms. Peace and prosperity brought thanks to our benevolent leadership, which the rest of the Europe will learn to respect in time, whether they want to or not. Of course, our struggle does not end here. We have to extinguish syndicalism worldwide, enforce our hegemony throughout the continents, and challenge the remaining superpowers, whether with the pen or with the sword. Hill dir Singerkrons. Near and far, our enemies were numerous. For the first time since 1919, the hegemony of the German Empire was truly under threat. Yet, in spite of all that they threw at us, our armies prevailed. The heroes returned home, having cemented our reign for generations, and a new era of glory and prosperity begins. Post-war content is now unlocked. German Empire unlocks focus. Pax Germanica. So when we reward these loyal trade unions, we will move on to Pax Germanica. We should be able to finish out here, hopefully soon, the war over here and elsewhere. But I'm going to end the episode here. I hope you all have enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.